Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is having a great evening, and welcome back to the Revolution Gaming Podcast. Well, this is our mid-month edition, and so we're going to be down a member in chat, I think, this evening. But let's get the other two guys in here so we can talk about penis. I mean, games, right? Yeah, games. No.
Definitely games.
Okay. Just sorry, guys. I get a little nervous, and then all I want to talk about is penis. I came for the penis. Yes, Dan came for the penis. See?
Yeah. Take your salty dog elsewhere.
Listen, I think most of us come from the penis. Hey, see, Glav. The minute I bring up penis, Glav's here. Glav is here.
You know, Silver, I hate the fact he's not wrong, technically, but I still hate it.
You know what? And unfortunately for these guys, the mid-month podcast is way more freeform. I'm not going to take any of this seriously. It's just a fun get-together to go through some of the stuff we've already done for the month. Yep. Looking forward to the second half of the month and seeing what we played, getting other people's perspective on the things that are out there, talking about some news, and having some fun. Because that's what we're here for at the end of the day, right? Fun. Woo. We don't have a joke game, but I do have the porn game of the month.
I mean, I have a joke game.
Oh, you have a joke game? Well, I have a porn game. Which one's more important? Okay, let's talk about the joke game first.
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins.
Indeed,
Ray.
He said,
if you're not enjoying yourself, something's wrong.
All right, so
you're doing it wrong.
Tell me why I should like pumpkins. All I see is a Thanksgiving turkey.
That's one of the reasons why it's a freaking joke.
Arcade-style puzzle game, which works with a set of pumpkin patches, mazes while avoiding pests.
I hate turkeys.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Pumpkin Patch Simulator.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. I'm here to eat your soul.
You know, you could get the same experience by getting a part-time job at a pumpkin patch, right?
This just looks like one of those games that's just an absolute pain to play.
This looks like one of those games that we used to make Murmitch play when he first joined the podcast and we'd punish him.
Exactly.
It does look like one of those. It does.
Would you play it?
Would he play it? I don't know.
Yeah,
would
probably not.
Even though it's named Pumpkins, I'm surprised. All right, so these guys have the joke game during the first podcast of the month. So I thought that I could make my own type of game for the mid-month podcast. So we're going to be checking out the sexy game of the second half of the month. So we're going to be looking at the most eloquently done porn game.
So you mean the selecting from the just massive list of prawn games that is on Steam?
Yes. I do not have the adult only filter off. I see everything, right?
Yeah. I do too.
So
do I.
So we're going to check out Dreams of Desire Definitive Edition.
Did you make sure that there wasn't any explicit stuff in the thumbnails?
You may want to scroll down.
No, it's fine. See? Look, they're clothed. I already went through this whole entire thing.
She has big bazongas.
That there's nothing against the law about having big boobs.
I don't know why that was the first thing I noticed, but that was the first thing I noticed.
Unless you want
There's physics. There's physics.
Except he might enjoy it based on the subject matter. Listen, it's basically a soap opera with lots and lots of fan service. Yeah, it's literally a soap opera.
Oh god, I hate soap operas. Just shoot the guy.
Yeah, but there's lots of sex in the game.
Cock's gun points it at head.
Dun dun dun.
I mean, look at those polygons, guys. Look at those fucking polygons.
No.
I hate to say it, but they did do a pretty dang good job on trying to do a proper anatomy of people.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, now maybe the time to scroll down.
Listen, I haven't gotten any in a good 6-7 hours, Mario. So, I'm pent up. I don't think scrolling down's any safer. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. I was say, scrolling down's way safer, Silver. Way safer.
Go to horny jail, Tim.
Bonk, bonk.
Whoa! Okay, never mind. I just got banned. Holy fuck. Whoops.
Yeah. See, what did I tell you? Why do you think I thought ahead of that?
Wait, did you actually just get banned?
No! But
I just scrolled up to see some...
I scrolled
They
up.
were in the all together.
I scrolled up and saw the honey cove, if you know what I mean. See you later, Tim. Nice to know you.
Or as a Poshman would say, oh yes, really good.
Okay.
I mean, I did say to be careful.
There you go. We're fine. I did, but that was a screenshot, not the trailer. I checked the trailer, not the screenshot. It's fine.
I inspect the page before I even would.
Listen, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not talking about the things that I can't talk about.
Well, all right then. Moving on, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about the games we've been playing.
Well,
talk about the games that we've been playing over the last couple weeks.
Yes, let's completely change the subject.
Okay,
there's only one game I've played to literal completion in the past 2 months.
And it's not on Steam.
No.
Alright, so Silver's going to talk about Diablo 2. Picture really hard what Diablo 2 would look like on Steam, because it's not there. So go ahead, Silver. Tell us how good / bad Diablo 2 is.
Tim, you literally can't just, go on Blizzard's bloody website and go on Diablo 2, or just type in Diablo 2 in Google. Really?
Hold on.
Please give them something to look at. As I blab.
Alright, we're going back to the other trailer so I can show you boobs again. He said I had to give you something to look at.
No.
No, I wait a second. I can't bring that up because that would eliminate the competition later of seeing what my... No, like, we did it last time. You have to guess what my wallpaper is. I almost moved the browser, which would eliminate the competition. Alright, here's Diablo 2. It's so amazing. Alright, there you go. Okay, now talk about it.
So, Diablo 2 Resurrected. Of course, it's definitely one hell of an upscale visually compared to the original from way back in 2000. And all of the game, as well as the expansion, is there. Cutscenes, most of them are great, except for the prologue of Act 5. They fucked up Bale. At least in my personal opinion. I don't care what the fuck any loyalists say about him being, it's amazing. Luckily, I didn't get into an argument on the actual trailer that Blizzard dropped on their own Diablo channel. But yeah, I did not like the expressionless Bale. I thought that the original was better and compared to that because of his snarkiness. He has that sarcasm, kind of assholishness. But I'm like, he's a motherfucking demon lord. Isn't he supposed to be like, pompous? Like, I'm more powerful, motherfuckers. You're mortals. You're nothing to me. Yeah, that's besides the point. It's basically Diablo 2, just prettier looking. Now, of course, we've all heard about the online issues where, people can't even get into online games. Characters have been locked into online games where they can't even access them. Characters have been deleted out of nowhere for no fucking reason. Now, we've only had one online session. And yes, when we were getting close to the end, yes, it did disconnect. What was it, one of us or two of us?
At the end, it disconnected Dan.
Yeah.
And
just out of the fucking blue.
And then when I tried to get everybody back together, it basically disbanded the whole entire thing. But
yeah, so
other than that, it worked fine while we were using.
Yeah, and single player works perfectly, at least for me. It worked perfectly. I had no issues playing the entirety of the game from Act 1 to Act 5. I made all the way through the normal difficulty. I don't know how many hours I spent. Maybe 30, 40. I have no idea. I didn't count. Because you can't. Thanks, Blizzard, for not even letting us see how how much life we wasted on playing your games.
I was gonna say, when it comes to a
launcher.
game like this, I'd rather not know. Thank you very much.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I would not.
I
like to
dump
know.
way too many hours into games like this. So.
Yeah, I've only played the game through.
All right, so
so
since you
far.
played through way more of it than we had, you can actually grade it because I've only
Yeah,
played with as much as we played together.
So gameplay wise, compared to the original, so there's some features that were added to alleviate some annoyance like automatic gold pickup, which is really fucking nice. It's just like in Diablo 3. We no longer have to click on fucking gold piles every time now. Huzzah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there is a bit of issues with controllers, like what Jess was having, where you'd go to attack an enemy, but you pick up fucking loot instead. That can be annoying because there is no like cursor, just like in Diablo 3. I wish they would make like a. I wish they would make like maybe like a compromise for that kind of thing. But well, that's for people that use controllers to play the game. As for me, I just use mouse and keyboard as always, and yeah, gameplay is just like it was 21 years ago. It has not changed really all that much, and fuck the maggot layer. Fuck that place. That place is still hell. The AI still gets like stuck in locations.
Okay.
I've noticed the AI is terrible in that place because it's so tightly enclosed. And whenever we get to that point, Act 2, I think we're gonna have a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Trying to navigate because this collision detection, so we can't like bypass each other or go through each other. We could be dicks and trap each other.
Yeah.
If we're not careful. So
But we
yeah,
shouldn't, and we probably will try not to, but we may.
Yeah, because you'd have to go single file in those fucking areas. So I'd advise maybe just like two of us going into the maggot layer and getting what we need out of there, which is basically, well, we'll find out when we get there.
Yeah.
I won't say anything else about that because only me and you know about that, Tim. But we'll leave the rest for the gang to discover. But yeah, grade wise, gameplay wise, I'd say 7. Since not too much has been really, nothing has been changed. Truth be told, just some things have been added to make it a little easier. Graphics wise, obviously it's a 9 because man, it looks fucking brilliant.
Especially when you do a compare and contrast, where you turn on the old graphics and you're like, "Holy shit! How did I ever play this?"
Yeah, right. I don't know if I could ever go back to the original, but I'm a fucking nostalgic motherfucker, and I love retro games, so maybe I would actually still play it in the original graphics. But yeah, graphics wise 9. But issues aside, yeah, it's a 7, pretty much compared to the original.
All right, so now we can stop looking at this guy and say, "We've got a build guide." If you don't know how to fucking build a character in this game, just go over here, click this options button, and hit uninstall. That's the best way I can tell you how to build a character if you don't already know how to build it.
Yeah, and if you don't, well,
Alt
experiment.
F4. Alt F4.
Experiment. I know there isn't much room for experimentation, which is still a huge issue. I wish they added more choices or more options to respec. In fact, I wish they just like gave us a respec option that just costs gold. How about that? Make it like that, because you can get gold in the millions by the time.
You know what's funny about that though, Silver, is that I imagine if they changed too much about the original, people would bitch that they're changing it too much. And then people, if they don't change it enough, people bitch they don't make it modern enough.
I mean, all I'm suggesting is, adding some things to make it more convenient.
You talk about quality of life changes.
Yeah, exactly. Quality of your life changes. Yeah, that's all I'm asking, to make things more convenient.
I know.
Not to change how the game fucking works.
But the hardcore motherfuckers are the ones that are like, "Don't touch my game. Just make it prettier, throw another slab of paint on it, and sell it back to me."
Well, my response to that would be, just play the fucking original if you're gonna be like that. Fuck off.
Well, if they allowed mods,
It's 2020.
with
It's
the newest
2021, not
patch.
2000. Okay,
Oh,
that time is
so no
gone.
FIFA.
Oh, so FIFA. Yeah.
Listen,
Well, do you want to make this a segue?
listen.
Because we can.
I mean, listen. I'm gonna have Murmitch over here. He's got a Switch. We'll have him check out the Legacy Edition of FIFA 22.
Oh
Sorry.
God! Well, someone's buying it him because he's not going to buy it himself.
And then he'll tell us how good it is compared to the ones he's never played before. Because none of us play soccer. Because none of us play soccer. No, we're gonna talk about FIFA during the middle because we got some topics to actually talk about this time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so my first one is, and this Murmitch, you will go next. Don't worry, I did not forget you're here, even though you are deathly silent 99% of the time. That's what she said.
That's okay.
That's what she said.
Well, he had nothing to say when I was talking about Diablo 2.
I know, but sometimes he gets lost in the void. All right,
It's okay.
First game I'm going to talk about is Fist, Forged in Shadow Torch. Because actually, this game was way better than I thought it was going to be. It's really fun. A lot of things to unlock. Good Metroidvania. It's only $30, and it's actually 25 hours long. Oh, is this your porn game? No, unfortunately, there's no rabbit porn.
No, just machines getting fisted by a rabbit.
I mean, there's a lot of fisting going on in this game. A lot.
There's a lot of fisting going on.
It's a rabbit with a giant, like, mechanical fist. So I guess it could kind of have a porn crossover, but it doesn't. No, it's actually way better than I thought it was going to be. The boss fights were really good. The amount of different things you can use for weapons is awesome. Like, you get a drill that you can use a helicopter blade and actually fly around. And the boss, like I said, the boss fights are really good. And for $30, man, it's a ride. It's a ride. I actually finished it off stream, so it's a ride.
Okay.
I can't finish everything on stream. That would be impossible.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Especially when it comes to stuff that I do for coffee and indie. Like
what you showed was
I'm like 22 games behind on coffee and indie to give you guys an idea.
Voice acting was good too.
Yes, the voice acting was very good. But yeah, I would give this game an 8. It's not in early access. There's no wait for patches. It came out, it was good, and it's done. So
yeah,
it's very rare.
Yeah, from what I've seen you play, it ran smooth as butter. There was no issues with cutscenes. Cutscenes were good too.
Yeah.
Animations, spot on. They're rather fluid.
It's like a more serious version of Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Had a pretty dark and gritty story too, from what I remember seeing.
Yeah, very dark. When you get into it further, it's very, very dark. So yeah, I recommend it. Maybe I'll play it again on stream someday when I have less to play.
Yeah.
Like, just to show everybody the whole story, but it's really, really good. I mean, really, really good. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do 2, and then I'm gonna let Murmitch go because I know Murmitch has only got what, 1?
2.
Oh, you actually got 2. Okay.
And I have 3.
Okay.
I actually have 2 this time.
So
even though one of them I have not played for like 3 weeks.
okay. I got, and the second one is A Juggler's Tale, which is another coffee and indie title that I played.
Yeah, I remember you playing that.
This is really, really good, but also after a while, the puzzles become very, very difficult to figure out with no help, and the game does not help.
Or elaborate.
Yeah. But I'm not complaining because it should have a challenge to it, but it's very pretty.
But you can't afford to.
Pretty.
Never heard of it, Dan.
Procession of Cavalry. No, I haven't heard of that one, Dan.
Your dreams will stay.
I know, right? A game I haven't heard of.
Dan comes out of the blue with some.
No, this is actually. You know what this game reminded me of that made me very excited was Inside. They gave me an Inside vibe because you have to like stay away from certain people who try to get you, and you have to watch the background and the foreground for people to try and grab you. besides just doing the puzzles, the foreground and the background have like a big weight in the game because you can actually have people just pop out from in front of you and from behind you.
Poor Abby.
So
Held
it's
in
a lot of fun.
small cage day and night, only free for the length of a stage.
Well, look who's inside again. Listen, Bo, keep it down.
Quick now, Abby.
But yeah, I would give this game a 7, only because I haven't finished it, so I can't give it anything higher. I don't know how it finishes. I played 4 hours of it, but I'm only human. I can't play, 900 hours of video games a month. So.
Sometimes life.
But I would say if you're into that style of game, like Inside and anything with puzzles, Ray, you would like something like this because I feel like it's enough challenge to be fun, but not enough challenge to feel like you're playing the Dark Souls of blank. That's their favorite label of everything. The Dark Souls of. But alright.
Right.
What's your first one, Murmitch?
Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Oh, Jesus. You're going to the past, man.
Yeah, he played that with Ray.
Yeah, I got to play that for a couple hours with Ray. And let's just say that it is stressful. It is very stressful.
It's probably why I would never play it, because I can't handle stressful situations.
Well, it's only stressful when, you get the really complicated ones that you've never faced before. Like, there's one where you literally have to try and sound out Morse code to your friends.
Oh my god, seriously?
Yeah. Ray and I kept getting stuck on that one, and we just kept getting stuck. But it really does. You really do need more than just one operator talking you how to fix the bomb.
Yeah, I don't know how you would vocalize fucking Morse code. How do you do that?
Beep, 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 beep.
Dot dash dot dot dash
Yeah,
dot
that's
dot
that, yeah.
dash dot dot dot
okay.
dash dot dot dash dot. And when you get confused whether it's actually a dot or a dash because you're trying to do it, it's oh my goodness, it's just annoying.
I was gonna say I remember when everyone used to play this game. Like everybody loved to keep talking.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of people play the game, but now
Oh yeah.
nobody plays it anymore. It's understandable. I mean, I guess eventually it's what I'm looking for. Eventually it wears off. Its fun factor wears off eventually.
Oh yeah, but it's still fun.
You know what's replayability about is it depends on who you're playing it with.
Yeah, and also the type of bomb you've got, because it could be complicated as fuck, or it could be shockingly simple.
Yeah, but the replayability is playing with different people because everybody's going to react differently to the stress of the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be fucking horrible at it.
Like playing that game with Ray and then playing that game with me would be completely different.
Yeah, I do not handle stressful situations very well.
Yes, playing with Silver would be like, I don't know!
I'm like, okay, I try to be calm. What the fuck am I supposed to fucking do? How to fucking defeat this piece of shit?
The best part was when Ray and I were playing and he was trying to figure out complicated wires. I'm like, it's not that complicated. I figured it out really quickly. And Ray's going, it's not easy. It's complicated for a reason.
Playing with Silver would be like, get wrecked. Yeah, exactly.
I guess playing it with me would actually be good rage material, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it would.
It's not rage. It's more like you see you mess up, the timer speeds up, and then you start panicking.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It would probably make me angry because they just said, "You did something fucking wrong. What the fuck?" I'd blame the person.
I mean, Ray did get me killed quite a few times because we got it wrong, and then the timer sped up.
Oof.
That's all right. That's part of the game, man. Part of the experience.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely part of the experience, and it's still hilarious.
All right. What do you give it for a grade?
It's a full game now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd probably give it a 7 or an 8. just because it is really, really fun to play, but the only downside is you have to play it with another person.
You know what's sad is that this game is 6 years old now.
Yeah, right.
When you look at the release date, it's October 8th, 2015, and it's October 18th, 2021. Like, holy hell. Time flies when you're not having fun.
Time flies when you're blowing people up.
Exactly.
Getting the solution to stopping the.
But yeah,
bomb.
I had this on my backlog of games that I needed to play, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna download this, and I'm gonna see if Ray's still online so I can play it. And he was, and then we played it for I believe about, what was it, 2 hours? No, like a little over an hour, but
Oh,
yeah,
you-
we got through like the first page of bombs, but he did get me exploded quite a few times.
Yeah, you know what my wife's been talking about? She's been talking about getting me a Quest 2 for Christmas.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh Lord. The games that people would be asking me to play then, I'd be like, no.
Yes.
The
She wa-
first
she-
one. The
she wants
first
to play
one
Beat Saber.
The first one I'd recommend.
Now you have to have very good reflexes for Beat Saber. There's a reason why I haven't gone back to Beat Saber for a while. It's because I don't have the reflexes.
The first VR game I'd probably recommend is the Star Wars VR game, Star Wars Immortal.
Oh really?
I'd recommend that one actually.
I thought you were gonna
It was
say. I thought you were gonna say Gorn.
Gorn 2, fuck yeah! I still have not finished it.
Tournament?
My kids love Gorn.
The last level for Gorn.
Tim?
is
Listen,
I
grew-
will. If you do get a VR headset, I will make you play Grapple Tournament with me, considering the fact that they do offer free weekends every now and then.
Okay,
And
you know what?
I-
I'll make a deal with you then. That this Tuesday, when me and my wife actually do a stream on the Switch, come play
Oh?
Mario Kart.
I'll have to start practicing.
Yeah, Tuesday. You know Tuesday's tomorrow, right?
Wait, what? Oh.
It's Monday today.
No, it's next Tuesday. We're gonna do it though. But-
Okay.
But we're gonna do Mario Golf and Mario Kart. Yeah, I got the Elgato all hooked up and we got it set up so she can stream the Switch.
Cool beans.
All right then. I'll have to get myself ready for that.
Yeah, you will. I gotta get another set of Joy-Cons so we can have 4-player in my house. Because my son, when he was playing Fortnite, decided to destroy 6 Joy-Cons in the course of a year.
What?
Does that
Like,
include-
Here I am 3 years later, still with perfectly working Joy-Cons with no drift.
listen, Mario. Listen, Mario.
one of mine drifts, but only one.
Murmitch is way too competitive to not practice if he knows he's gonna play against me in something.
No, I need to practice if I'm going to play Mario Kart specifically, because I have not played Mario Kart in a long time, and I have a reputation to uphold.
For people that don't know, me and
Oh,
Mario.
is that so?
For people that don't know, me and Mario played golf together last week, and I told him for about 4 or 5 days that he should probably practice before he played again. And he's like, "Yeah, I'll get to it." And then he tried to practice like an hour before we were supposed to play, and then he's like, "I'm just gonna get wrecked by him." Well, why? Why? I took the time and practiced.
I just need to play against people online to get used to playing
Oh,
the game.
it was very fun, Mario. All right. So Silver, you want to go next?
Sure.
Okay. What do you got?
Forewarned.
Oh God.
that-
Hmm.
No,
Did I
we're all gonna
play-
die.
I played quite a bit with Ava.
You don't say.
Played a little bit with Zoe, but Zoe doesn't want to play with us anymore. Meh.
The light of day.
I'll talk shit as much as that. I have not played VR though. Oh, some of the new tomb rooms are pretty cool. There's new traps like fucking snakes now, and there's acid traps.
Oh God.
So we've learned how to deal with 2 of the 4 Magi. Decken, which you can get around by simply crouching and avoiding contact with him, and the Mimic. So long as you avoid the whistling, you should be fine. If you can find the the blue lever quickly as possible.
At least seeing some movement.
But
I'd
yeah,
say that the mimic is the easiest to escape, but by all means, it is absolutely terrifying when it's actually chasing you.
Oh yeah, like not long after Murmitch got by Orphis. Ufris
Yeah.
is the name.
Which is the mimic.
Yep. I saw the fucking mimic in its real form chasing me not long after. But
Yep.
for some reason it didn't get me.
Because I'm so mad because that round, I found the blue lever, I pulled it, and I was the only one not to escape.
I do not want to play that game in VR. It's gonna be worse than playing Phasma in VR.
You are going to, and I am going to play it with you, and we are going to be scared out of our minds because Ava's going to jump scare us.
Hey,
The
Ava, are
thing
you out
is-
there tonight?
The thing is, I don't know if I'll be able to play it at night.
Oh,
Because
absolutely not.
Sleeping family.
I would love to listen to it though. He'd be like, "Fucking shit."
Trust me,
The whole house wakes up.
I played Cosmodread for the first time in like 6 months.
Evan's over
And
hiding in the PC.
I encountered my first enemy alien NPC whatever, and holy shit, the noise it made scared the shit out of me, and it took like 2 minutes to freaking like recover my hands from shaking and finally killing it and using all the fucking ammo by crossbow. I was
Well,
like, I wish I had more ammunition.
well, Silver, if you're around tomorrow night, maybe I'll play some with you since I'm not streaming tomorrow.
Hell yeah, because
I haven't played
It's,
it. I haven't played it since after like a couple days after I bought it. So.
yeah, because I find because we played it enough where we know exactly what to do
Mhm.
and how to get things started. So it's very different from Phasma. But if you really want to like leave like equipment near the tomb door, you can do. But well, it depends on what on equipment you have unlocked. But yeah, it definitely requires teamwork, and you need to like pay attention to your environment. You need to pay attention to like some of the threats, the traps, especially the spiked treasure room, because you can barely see the like the holes that where the spikes would be. You can
Yeah.
barely see them, so you would need the freaking metal detector to help you work your way through the maze of
Snitches.
spikes.
Hey,
Snitches.
Ava, if you're available
Snitches.
tomorrow, I'll play this with you. Now that you got snitched out anyway. So what's your grade so far with it, Silver? Since you know we have a cap on what you can grade it.
I believe it is. Yeah, it is an early access title, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So, well, gameplay wise, it's a 7.
So-
It's really fun and creepy as fuck to play because the atmosphere is perfect. They could easily ruin the atmosphere, but I don't know what they could do to make it better.
So I think
But-
what we should do for our next charity stream, guys, is we should have it so when Murmitch is available, we do it, and if we hit a goal, Murmitch has to play the game in VR at night.
I like how he's singing.
The thing is, no matter
Well, I know you won't do
who
it, Silver.
plays it, one of us is going to be playing it at nighttime. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The thing is, I actually do like playing in the dark because then I don't have any like light filtering in through the gap between my nose.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I totally understand that.
But I think it'd be a nice goal to have, so we could listen to Murmitch cry and scream.
Actually, it is marking today marks the 2 months of me not streaming.
Yeah, man.
I noticed, like, everybody's been
Right.
taking a lot of time off, me included, for obvious reasons, and also not obvious reasons. Like, I straight up, you know, since we're talking about it a little bit, like, I know Murmitch is busy. You know, like, me, I just kind of got burnt out. A lot of, like, you get depressed, you don't feel like doing it, you don't want to take a chance on feeling rejected by people if they don't show up. Sometimes Twitch just makes you have to take a break, because if you don't, you get.
Well, that's it with any social media site. If you don't take breaks, then you will start either getting burnt out or depressed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
For sure.
So now I'm just gonna do everything I can to just make it as fun as possible whenever I do it. Because you know what? If I'm having fun, then fuck everything else that happens. You know, that's what I gotta figure, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But
So,
I just want to say one negative thing about the game.
mhm.
It's some of the mechanics for like one or two of the mummies. They're kind of like either hard to understand or the AI is like too reactive and they don't follow their like weaknesses. Like I think it's Rathos. He's the one that is supposed to be afraid of fire, but you can't repel him in any way. He just basically screams, turns off, like can put out your torches,
Flame and then kills you.
and
And
then
even if you
just
relight
roasts
it,
you.
then
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't stop sometimes. He doesn't actually, follow his programming. And then there's, I think Rathos.
He goes
actually
rogue.
chains. No, Rathos is the Damned. Yeah, Rathos the Damned. That is Rathos. Yeah, the other one, I can't remember his fucking name. I only remember the three. That last one, the one with the chains.
Deacon
I
is the
hate
best?
that one. Yeah, Deccan is the
Deccan.
easiest to deal with. Simply just crouch walk. You're fucking done. Just don't go near him. Don't make too much sound around him. And if you're gonna just distract him, use a radio. It's the best way to distract him. Get him away from your location. Send him far away to somewhere else. Easiest one to deal with. But yeah, it's that the one with the chains. That one's really fucking annoying to deal with. I hate that one. I despise it. Anytime we get that one, I'm just like, fuck it. The relic is not worth it. Let's just go. As soon as we uncover enough
Information.
yes, as soon as we can recover enough paranormal information, as soon as it's the one with the chains, I say fuck this shit. Let's go. The artifact is not worth it. Not worth my angering of me guaranteed to die because I don't fucking bring the tablet because it has night vision, and if you look up, even if there is no light, you're fucking dead. Especially if it teleports on top of you, which is what I fucking had the last time I dealt with this bastard. It teleports literally into the center of the room, so if you're like just an inch away from the center of the room, you're fucking dead. Even if you're
Now,
like
Silver?
you're dead. There was no way to avoid that piece of shit. Anyway, enough of
Do
the
you- I still don't understand why you don't do what we did in Phasmophobia, and that's just literally just start bringing in one of everything.
I know. But as soon as that, because me and Ava usually play on hard difficulty now, because you get quite a bit of gold for doing so.
Yeah, you get
you have like 6.5 minutes in real time.
and every second counts.
Yeah, to get your ass moving, and every second counts. Yeah, especially if you want all the loot. You want to find the treasure rooms. You want to find the prisoner rooms. You want to get all the treasure from the spike treasure room. There is so much to do, and especially if you're playing on like large maps. Oh my god, it's very time consuming to do all of that in 6.5 minutes. You needed 4 people. You fucking need 4 people for that. It's imperative that you have 4 people. I mean, sure, me and Ava have managed with just the 2 of us, but 2 extra pairs of hands to carry 3 extra equipments. Oh, it's like a fucking godsend. It'd be so much more helpful. But yeah, anyway, that's me done. 7 out of 10, despite the issues I have with some of the AI of the Magi, and that's it.
Well, that's the pro/con of being in early access. Like, 1,
Yeah,
you're gonna
exactly.
have issues like that, but 2, they can be resolved before they're done patching things out.
Yeah, and at least they have definitely added more variety to the tomb rooms. So now, yeah, some of the new tomb rooms are pretty cool.
Awesome. All right. So here's my favorite game that I played this month, which was a complete surprise to me because I got offered this out of nowhere. Yeah, this is my favorite, but barely. Metallic Child. Another coffee and indie game, but this is one of the most interesting roguelike games I've played. You play as a video game player who controls a metallic child.
With Android.
Yes. and you go through different levels, almost Mega Man-esque style, and collect cores that upgrade your character. And you can upgrade your character higher and higher and higher. Some have temp buffs, some have permanent buffs. And as you go through, your character becomes more and more powerful. And you take on 8 bosses, like in Mega Man. Of varying difficulty, and they all have different types of battles. One's like a normal battle where you're on the ground. There's shooter levels, there's like RPG-esque type levels where you're doing combat by just talking back and forth and insulting each other. It's pretty fun. The game definitely has a good sense of humor. It's not in early access, so I can give this high of a score as I want. For being a very rare game like this that actually holds my attention so much, I would have to give it a 9 because it's for $25. I'd never want to put it down when I play it, and that's a good sign for any game.
Indeed, it is.
Oh yeah, and even though the trailer's in Japanese, the game does have English dialogue and everything else. It's just not English speaking, but it's all actually, everything's subtitled and the interface is in English. So
yeah,
don't worry about that part. Yeah, the gameplay is enough fun where it doesn't matter what language they're speaking, especially since you can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'd say try. Yeah. Oh, sorry, go on.
And try the demo. Yeah. If anything else, try the demo for yourself.
Yeah, and try not to. And if you're interested in these kind of games, try not to let the language barrier stop you from playing it.
Yeah, it almost did me because I got offered this from a site called Press Engine, which I'm now part of, where you're doing legit reviews to write reviews or do reviews on channels. Like my Coffee and Indie is considered a review segment by publications. I don't know why, but it is. So if I do like an hour gameplay, it's actually considered doing a walkthrough / review, as long as it's over 60 minutes. So I got invited to the site, and this was the first game I got offered, and I had never heard of this game whatsoever. And I looked at it, and I'm like, it looks just weird enough where at least I'll try it. I played it once, and I was like, all right, I got to show this off. And I did it like the next day. Over a lot of other games where people would have thought it was a lot more popular. But that's not what Coffee and Indie's about. Like, you know, when I choose my games that I play each day, it's not like, well, that game's going to get me views, better pick that one. No, it's like, what the hell is interesting to me, where if somebody shows up, they're going to be like, what the hell is that? Yeah, that's more
obscure games.
Yeah, that's more exciting to me than having someone come in and be like, oh, I know that game. Like, I want people to come in, find something they've never seen before, and try it. And if that means that my viewership is lower for those streams, which it is, I don't care. Because that's not what it's for.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Experiencing something new that you've never played before, and also you know bringing it to light too.
As I've said 100 times, if you want to find a streamer who's going to play all the stuff that is mainstream and like the popular stuff, there is hundreds of thousands of streamers out there that will do that for you. Not you know, it would make me just you know, another pile in the pile of streamers that will be playing this one game. For me, I'd rather be the one guy playing this one game that I find interesting, even if it means I don't have the visibility that other people do. But please, by all means, Twitch, charge me hundreds of dollars if I'm going to, you know, if I'm going to get promoted by my community or myself starting in December. If you're looking for the unpopular stuff, come here. Kinda. I mean, I know you're saying you can't kid. I play some AAA stuff, but most of the stuff even when I play AAA stuff, I don't really take it as seriously as other people.
Yeah, it reminds me of Rune 2. Oh boy.
I got paid to promote that, and fucking and I still shit on it. I don't care.
Honesty.
You wonder why I don't get very many paid promotions.
Yeah, honesty, people. It's a very powerful thing.
If the game was good, I would have taken it seriously. But Rune 2 was by far one of the most generic garbage games I've played in a long time. For a game that had so much money dumped into it, to be so fucking bad. It was terrible. All right.
At least it functioned? Question mark.
The second time we played, it functioned.
Oh god, yeah.
The first time, not so much. All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about a game that I feel like is more of a cash grab than anything else. So I'm not gonna give this a good grade. I love you, Square Enix. You give me free games all the time, but it does not mean I played the demo of Metallic Child. Was pretty fun. Yeah. So ActRaiser Renaissance is basically a new game to revive the 90s hit book series of ActRaiser. It does a pretty good job of giving you that old school flair, but it really feels like a super cash grab. I mean, it is bare bones as fuck for $30. Yeah, it's more about telling the people what to do in the open world map than actually doing the 2D platforming, which makes the game fun. So sometimes you gotta play through the same level like 4, 5, 6 times before you can move on. Because you have to be able to get enough magic points to move the people around in your villages. And you have to create natural disasters to make it so they can build their city by doing lightning and fire and whatever. But all those require magic magic points that you only acquire by doing the level. So I literally did the same level 5 times in a row just to make it to the second level, and at that point I was at like an hour and a half in. So I played one level 5 times in an hour and a half.
Wow.
And I actually did play the original before, and it's not bad. I like ActRaiser, and this is like, in sections, this game feels like that. But unfortunately, they just put way too much emphasis on the wrong things. And, like I said, it does not feel like a $30 experience. It feels like something that you'd probably spend... I looked it up. It's like 4.5 hours. 4.5 hour game. I don't know if you can charge $30.
4 hours.
I mean, if you really like it, if you really like ActRaiser, then fine. I'm not gonna say that you're getting ripped off. Yes, but I also feel like if you're patient, I feel like a game like this is gonna go down in price fairly quickly. So I would wait for a sale. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. It's not bad. Like it's got the 2D parts are great. The overworld parts are annoying as fuck. The city building part is annoying as shit. The characters are all bland as hell. You think Paimon's bad? Talk about the fucking angel in this game. Oh
Really?
Lord, the dialogue is just cringe city.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Thankfully there's no emergency food, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
Try fishing in Paimon. Try fishing in Genshin.
Fishing in Paimon. Try fishing Insider. All right.
You will fucking regret it.
Silver found the secret porn game in fucking Genshin. Go fishing in Paimon.
Shut up. I know what I said. It was a mistake.
Paimon won't shut up when you're fishing? Okay, that's fair enough. I haven't done the fishing yet, so...
Yeah, and that's why I kind of don't fish very much, because I'm like, I don't really want to fucking hear her go, did you find another Paimon? Shut the fuck up.
Alright, who's next? Oh, Murmitch. Murmitch.
Me.
What do you got? This is Table of Tales?
Yep.
Okay.
I finally played it.
Good, because I needed to have the review out by tomorrow.
It is actually. It's actually quite fun.
It is very fun. I regret not playing it sooner because I wish I had time to play it sooner. Because it is really, really fun.
Now, did you play this with or without VR?
In VR.
With VR.
So the only thing I'm confused by is why every single ship seems to sink the second you get off it.
Maybe it's for comedic effect. I have no. Or maybe it's because the board changes.
It's because of the board changes, but they just all sink for some reason.
Alright, so...
What was your ship called? That one, the first one you had?
Sun something, I can't remember.
I thought it was sword something.
Sunfish, that's what it was.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so tell us about the game.
So it feels a little bit like playing D&D, but having cards as your attacks.
Okay.
Ah.
So the board actively changes and moves as you play through, so you do either just stand or sit in one place the whole time, which is pretty nice. So you do get sent to multiple different places. Your actions do actually affect how the ending comes out. So far I have not reached one of the endings yet, but I am very excited to do so. And let's see. Oh yeah, your run also forces you to get rid of the one of the 4 main characters you see on the title screen.
Yeah.
So you have to get rid of one of those at the very beginning. I'm not gonna spoil my predictions of what I assume the reason why you specifically get rid of one of them at the very beginning.
Except for the fact that it probably ends up being the villain at the end.
So play for yourself to find out. Put it that way.
Yeah, but overall, whichever characters you do go on your journey with do depend on where it determines where you go and what actions you can take and what information you can uncover. So
don't spoil it, dude. I haven't even played it yet. I haven't even played it myself yet. I have it in my library. I haven't played it at all yet.
But yeah, overall it is very, very fun to move everything around. And the coolest part is with the VR controllers, if you push forward on the joysticks, it extends out these little the what are they called? The pointer things that some teachers use in classrooms that expand in and out. It's kind of like that, but it's got a little grabby ball at the end, so you can actually just sit down, extend it, and just move stuff from across the board while still sitting down.
Nice. See, the reason I had him play it instead of me is I wanted to give the game the best chance possible. And if the game has VR and non-VR, I feel like the VR is going to be the better experience with something like this. So
it's more interactive.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was absolutely hilarious when the little figures in the middle of moving, they'll just knock each other over.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
It's so funny when especially when all the characters got on a boat but one of them got on late, so it knocked into one of the other ones, and then they just all fell off the boat as the boat just started to continue moving, and then they all just teleported right back on. But it was still funny watching them all fall off.
It definitely feels like D&D in real life, but as if the models the figurines can actually move.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good. All right, what do you give it for a grade?
Is it early access or no?
I don't think so. No, it's not.
Okay, I'll give it an 8. I know that I am stereotypical to rating stuff really high, but this was actually really, really fun to play.
Alright, now, Mario, don't get excited, but we're going to be talking about a game that involves balls. But that's episode.
I've got balls of steel.
What was your other one, Silver? Do you have one, or are you done?
Severed steel.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So
I played Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry about. I played a good 3 hours of the game. I think I made it through the. Actually, I made it through 4 chapters, which actually shocked me. I was like, I feel like I'm actually speeding through the game, and I'm like, oh, that's because you move ridiculously fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're supposed to speed through the game.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to have fun playing it. I'm trying not to speed through the game. It's just gunplay. It's so fucking hectic. And if you didn't have that slow-mo ability, you die very quickly. You need that slow-mo ability. I don't care what else says. I will play with that slow-mo ability because it just reminds me so much of like Max Payne in particular, the very first Max Payne. I love bullet time. It's one of my favorite things in shooters. I like the weapon variety so far, especially like
I can't wait till they add VR mode, guys.
No, don't fucking add VR. You will make me sick. I've already played a ninja-styled game called Cyberwinter VR, and if that was any faster, I would not be able to play it because my senses would not be able to keep up with the speed of the game. This game is not VR compatible. It can't be because of how fast it can be. Like, holy shit, this game is fast.
I love this game. I love.
You need great effects to play it too.
I love Severed Steel, man. It's fucking great.
Oh yeah, it's really fucking fun.
Now for spoilers, I graded this a 9 at the podcast at the beginning of the run.
Yeah, he gets a fucking 9 from me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't care if it's
Reminds
not
me of
finished.
Super Hot. Yeah. Kind of.
Oh, but it can. I guess you can consider it in a style of that. But everyone moves at the same time. There's no like
you can't stop. You move. Yeah.
No. Yeah. If you stop, you're as good as fucking dead. Because there are so many freaking like enemy soldiers in the rooms. I love all their banter. I love the cries that they emit when you kill them or when you surprise them. You can kick enemies too. Oh man, it's just so much fun.
And the level editor they put in the game is gonna make it so it's playable for.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to give that a try. I will be willing to give that a try. Just for.
Yeah, because now people can just build as many levels as they want.
Oh yeah, the playability will be pretty much infinite.
Yeah.
At that point, just like it is for Proteus, because that has a level editor too. But this game, with the weapon variety. The gun kata, I fucking love gun kata, and you don't have to just shoot people with guns. You also have that Metroid style arm cannon that you have. Oh, that motherfucking thing powerful! Just fire that motherfucker into a group of enemies.
All right, so Silver gives the game a 9. All right,
yeah.
All right. Next up, now we're gonna talk about some balls.
Balls of steel.
Super monkey balls to be particular. I actually had a lot of fun with this game, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed playing this, I don't care. Super monkey ball is great. I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun. Played that game in years. Neither had I. I had not played Super Monkey Ball in forever. And then Sega was like, hey, do you want to play our game? And I'm like, alright. And I was like, oh, this is going to be easy. No, it's not. Did you look at my game? Yeah, I looked at it. I looked up the game you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, it looks hilarious. It reminds me of, what was it?
Yeah, where's the one with the guy where you roll the guy down the hill?
Yeah, you roll like rocks down the hill.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that in the terms of the graphic style for the character models and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll probably play that though because it looks hilarious. Especially if they have.
It's not on Game Pass, really? I had not seen that on Game Pass.
Is that so? I will have to have a look myself. Cheers, Dan.
Oh, yeah, so it is, right here.
Oh, great.
Hey, look what's on Game Pass, Dan. Now we can make Silver play.
Yeah.
Outriders, baby. Outriders.
No.
Why? It has crossplay with Steam. Good play it with. But no, I had a lot of fun with this game. I would give the game an 8. I wish I could have played more, but it's so much fun. Like, I don't care what they do with the formula for Super Monkey Ball. Outriders was fucking terrible at launch, Mario. Like, we all got it and tried it, and we were not impressed.
And I played on Xbox until like level 16, give or take.
But I am gonna keep my promise about this game, guys. Me and Jess are gonna do a Super Monkey Ball stream and see who rages first. I guarantee it's gonna be Jess. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Alright, but
The test.
okay. I only got a couple left. Okay, here's another one that I feel is unnecessary, but I like the fact that they're on Steam now, I guess. Castlevania Advance Collection. Do I like the fact that we have Castlevania X and stuff like that on Steam? Sure. Do I feel like this collection is very good? No. But is it cheap enough where I don't care? Yeah. It's cheap.
I assume it's like based off the Game Boy Castlevania games, yeah, since it has advanced. That's just a guess.
But it's not a lot of money, so I mean, like, you're not paying a ton of money. But but none of the titles are fantastic, I think.
So they're not more of like the well-known ones.
Dracula. I mean, Castlevania X is pretty well known. But the rest of them, not so much. Like, they're all pretty good games for what they are. They're just not. They're nothing that's gonna blow you away because you're basically just playing a Game Boy Advance fucking game on your PC. But Dracula X is probably the best one of the four. I did play quite a bit of Dracula X. Like I said, I always appreciate codes and stuff, but I have to be honest with people about it. This thing would be worth it for probably, I don't know, $10 maybe. Besides the fact that it gives you a save and a rewind button, it's basically them just making 4 Nintendo, like, Game Boy Advance ports and shoving it in a collection. So, nothing really too exciting about that, to be honest with you, but it's not terrible. It's just not for me, I guess. And unless you're a really big fan of Castlevania, then you're probably not going to give a shit about this at all. For what it is, it's alright. There's nothing really fantastic about it. I'm not a big fan of just packaging ports together with no other features and then trying to resell them like that. So, I don't know, 5 out of 10, I guess. It works.
Or as what was it? Imogen Joe said, mediocre.
Well, it's nice that there's an alternative to emulation, which we all know how happy Nintendo is about that. Oh,
Yeah.
you mean the fact? You mean the fact I was playing Metroid last night on my PC?
Which one?
The brand new one, Dread.
Ah, Dread. Damn, already. Damn.
Yeah, I have the emulator for the Switch, but I also own a Switch, so it's not it's not like I'm being terribly hypocritical about it. I own a Switch.
Yeah, so do I. Well,
But I just like playing games at 1080p 60 instead of whatever frame rate the Switch can run them at.
Yeah, and I didn't even know there was an emulator for the Switch.
Oh yeah, there is, and it works fantastic.
You'll have to show me.
Oh wait, we're gonna talk about that during the news because there's a big controversy because Kotaku brought up the fact that there's an emulator to play Metroid Dread on it, and people went nuts.
Yeah, so segue, or do we have more to talk about?
I have 2 more games. That's it. Okay, we're gonna make it quick. All right. Crisis Remastered. This is not the trilogy. This is the original Crisis Remastered.
I should have spoken about Quake and its a shocking update that it received this year.
Yeah. I had never played the original Crisis game.
What?
No, I played Crisis 3 before. I'd never played the original Crisis.
I hated Crisis 3. I hated it.
But no, they did a nice job making this. Oh, you got that on Epic, the Crisis Remastered? Haven't played it yet? Dude, it's actually pretty good. The reason that people bitch about the reason it has mixed reviews, hold on, is because they did take away some features in the process. Like, the Epic version and the Steam version of this game are different. There's actually less features on the Steam version because they haven't patched the game up to the Epic version yet, which is very strange. Yes.
That is so fucking baffling. I mean, I get it. The game is made on the Unreal Engine, right? Or is it the CryEngine?
CryEngine.
Okay. They're the same fucking game. Why aren't they equally updated?
Because when they put out the Steam port, they took an older build of the game and moved it over. Now people are waiting for them to put all the other patches up there to give the other quality of life features that were put into the Epic version of the game over here.
I hate that fucking kind of shit. I'm like, but
PC
is PC. PC is fucking PC. What is the motherfucking difference? Just because it's on two different clients? So fucking what?
I know.
What's the difference?
I get it. But that aside, the actual game itself runs very well. It looks really pretty.
Which is good to know.
Yeah, it runs really well. So my computer can officially run Crisis. No. But no, it's a pretty fun game. It feels a little dated now. I mean, because the game is 14 years old. But it's not bad either. I mean, it's like, go back and play the original Gears of War now. Even if you play the remastered version of it, it feels a little dated. It's just the way that games like this are.
What disappointed me about Crisis was the fact that you just couldn't, like, run up to people and beat the shit out of them with your bare hand. I'm like, you're a fucking guy in a suit. Yeah, right? You couldn't just run up to them and go, brrr, fucking knock them for 6. Like, it's so lame. What was the point of the freaking nanosuit if you could do that?
Okay, so, I would give this an 8 out of 10. It definitely needs to get patched up. I understand people being pissed. But the amount of features that are missing in that patch is so limited to me, and I don't give a fuck about it, that it doesn't bother me. I mean, if you're a real fucking purist that needs to have everything updated to the max, alright, be mad. Whatever. I got the key for free. Thank you, Crytek. I'm not giving it a pass because I got the game key for free or anything, but it's a remastered version of a game. I mean, the quality of... Yeah, if you don't like it, like, that's like buying into Baldur's Gate 3, right? You're buying it, you buy the game, you're gonna be waiting 2 years for the game to be done.
Longer.
Yeah, in this case, like, this game came out a month and a day ago, right? The patch is supposed to be out tomorrow. So what? You have to wait a month, and then what's everybody gonna change the review? Of course not. It's just gonna sit there mixed anyway. So people just like the bitch. Are they dumb for not patching it over originally? Yes. Are they patching it over? Yes. Can people just wait? There's a million video games to play. Probably not. But for me, what's in that patch really doesn't matter to me. So, like I said, it's an 8 out of 10 for me. It's pretty. It does feel a little, like I said, dated. But if you already own it like you, Mario, give it a shot. It looks really nice. It plays really nice. Have fun with it. And another one, this is another one of the ones that just got dropped over from Steam, but actually to Steam from Epic, but this one actually improved in the process, is The Last Campfire. Okay, so, yeah, I was going to say, my wife was streaming this game, and the Epic version of it broke.
Is that why she said you couldn't stream it?
Yeah, it literally broke, because... some reason the Epic version had to connect and cloud sync every single time that you started it. So it literally got to the point where it just stopped cloud syncing and she couldn't start the game.
Wow.
But because, Steam has better cloud syncing than Epic, this version of the game fucking works. and it's a good puzzle game. So
Golf club.
I like puzzle games. I can only tell you what I played on my wife's computer because, as it says here, I don't own it personally. I took my key that I was given and gave it to my wife so she could play it. Because it was stupid that I bought her the Epic version and then the Epic version failed. So I just gave her my free key. But I did play it on there with her as we've tried to get her caught up to where she was before so she can continue to play it on stream. So yeah, it works way better. They fixed the issue with the cloud syncing. It's a cheap game. It's a really good puzzle game. And Hello Games is the same people that made No Man's Sky. Great Mario. There you go. No Man's Sky. Same development team. And yeah, it's a really nice, chill puzzle game. And for somebody like my wife who loves this stuff, fine. It works out for her. It works. It just works. So we're gonna give it a 7 out of 10, or it just works out of 10. So, all right, that is it. He looks like a condom. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I would not be very happy to have a penis looking at me though, like those eyes. That would be a little fucking weird. Not gonna lie. If I look at my condom and I see two eyeballs staring at me, I'd be like, "Spermy, Daddy."
Yeah. Oh, that's nasty.
Dirty, man.
As Garrus would say, oh, that's nasty.
All right, so we got some news to talk about today. And if we don't get to the game afterwards, I promise you we will get to it this weekend because it's already 11:10 and we haven't even gotten to past the news yet.
And we still need to do the stream.
Yeah.
Game thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I'm going to try and do Unrailed, Murmitch, but if it takes till like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning for this podcast to end, I'm not gonna be able to do it because I gotta work tomorrow. But we'll see how long it takes. I'm not gonna rush it, so sorry. Just like my hooker told me the other day, no, you pay for what you get, and we're not gonna rush it. My son asked me the other day what a day hooker was, and I asked him. He actually asked me what that was, and I was like, well, it's the same thing as a night hooker, but you bang her behind the dumpster instead of in your car. Am I wrong?
And you told that to your son?
Yes. Because his football friends decided to confuse him by asking him that. So he came home and asked me about that. So I just gave him the most blatant answer I could. Which is like, it's the same thing as a night hooker, except you bang them in a different place. And usually for half price. Because at least at night you don't have to see their face. Listen, paper bags are harder to come by these days. It's always plastic, and then you kill a hooker by putting a plastic bag over her face, and then you're going to jail. I mean, it's just not something you want to deal with.
Oh my goodness.
What am I listening to? Parenting classes. That's what you're listening to.
You are listening to Facts of Real Life.
And banned. What? Paper bags? Oh, me? I don't know. You can get plastic bags and wash. You can't get plastic bags and wash anymore? Wow.
You can here.
Yeah, well, you can get... Okay, in Vermont, you cannot get either. You can get a paper bag, but you gotta pay like 25 cents for it. Or you have to buy reusable bags that are like $1 a piece.
Meanwhile, for us, they're like 10 pence for large reusable bags.
No, so what I did was last Halloween, they made Halloween bags, right? Is they had a whole bunch of Halloween bags at Walmart. And at the end of the season, like after Halloween was getting over with, they clearanced them all out for like 5 cents a bag. So I bought 40 of them. And just stuck them in my closet. Now whenever I go grocery shopping, I just use a fucking Halloween bag. I don't care. I'm not going to pay for bags every time I go grocery shopping. I'm a cheap bastard. Right. What can I say? All right, so news. Okay, FIFA and EA are having a nice scrum over money to see who can be more of a pretentious prick and who can be more greedy. And currently, FIFA is winning. FIFA wants $1 billion a year for EA to use the FIFA name in their game.
And EA said no.
Yeah, That's the point. Yeah, exactly. So I guess EA is going to change the name of their game.
And it sounds stupid.
From FIFA to, what is it? EA World Championship Soccer?
FC, which is football club.
Oh, football club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's
EA
not. They can't use Football Manager because that's already in use.
Yep.
FIFA to FUPA, yeah.
Fupa.
No, listen, it can't be any worse than eFootball from Konami.
Yeah, what a disaster that is.
Yeah,
Let's have a look at those character models, shall we?
we're gonna take a look at eFootball while we discuss this.
Look at those reviews. Beautifully red. Overwhelmingly negative. Oof. Sexy.
Can we say fuck Konami? There you go.
Sexy.
That is the best reviewed game ever, guys. Look at that lovely overwhelmingly negative. I mean, to be fair, the game is free to play. So I mean,
yeah, but have you heard how they will monetize the game?
Yeah, they're monetizing game modes. They're gonna charge you for game modes in your game.
That's not sexy at all.
No, that is not sexy. Yes, Steam. It's like Brawlhalla and Stick Game. Fucking go home, you're drunk.
Steam, go home. Go drunk, you're home.
But, yeah, so Konami took another shit in the bed, you know. But thankfully, if you've been paying attention to the news as well, Konami is starting to let other studios, external studios, work on their IPs.
Let's hope someone you can actually fucking make something hell related.
Well, I guess we're getting a remaster of Metal Gear Solid 3.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I never played anything beyond Metal Gear Solid 2. No skin off my back.
I apologize to anybody who sees ads, but it's telling me it's gonna run an ad, so it's gonna run an ad. You can always subscribe for $5 and not watch any ads, because I don't like to punish people. But you're in range to kick a goal. Would you like to pay $2 to take a shot? I am surprised. Good time for an ad. I know, right? I would love to. I'd love to see for somebody to try that and see how well it goes over with fans. Probably people would still probably pay the $2. Fuck it.
Yeah, because people are stupid.
Yeah. It's running an ad because you have auto ads turned on? No, it actually told me that it had pre-roll ads on, and for me to shut them off, I had to run an ad for a minute, and then it shuts it off for 21 minutes. So I try and make it so I run as few pre-roll ads as possible, because it deters people. If I don't just run it for 1 minute, they'll see like 6 fucking ads and fuck them. But yeah, enough about Twitch, because, you know, honestly, I'm on this platform, but I ran an ad. That's why I warned him. I said, hey, if you don't want to see it, you can always subscribe. Yeah, I ran the ad for a minute. Mario will come back. Mario will wait through it. It's fine. He's the only one that's here talking who wasn't subscribed anyway. But no. In other news, what was the other one you brought up, Silver?
Yes, Nintendo's subscription prices got hiked.
Oh, you got no ad? Oh, okay.
Along with the expansion.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about that. Okay.
Oof. From what, 20? It's now from $20 to $50 now. Got a $30 hike.
Well, it doesn't change it for people that already have the other plan. You have to opt in.
Lucky them.
Yeah, well, I already have. I have the online subscription service through Nintendo, right?
Oh yeah.
So
and guess what, Tim?
So
the family one, it's $80. Oof.
Yeah.
Tim, guess what? Got added to the expansion pass.
Yeah, the Animal Crossing.
Yeah. So people can pay like extra for something that should have been not.
All right, so it made it so the original Nintendo Online, which includes Super Nintendo and Nintendo games, And the online service is $20 a year. Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack, fucking weird name, is $50 a year, which still isn't that expensive considering. I mean, people are flipping the fuck out. I know it's a lot more money than 20, but people that pay, for Xbox Gold or PlayStation Plus or anything like that, they should know what it's like to get raked over the coals. But what it does is it gives you access to the Animal Crossing expansion, which Murmitch is screaming over, Sega Mega Drive games, and N64 games, which they are supposedly going to advance on, but I think it's got like 20 N64 games and 20 Sega Mega Drive games, which is a pretty substantial thing. But to hide like the Animal Crossing expansion pack behind that is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that's some BS.
It's like, hey,
you know what they're doing. Yeah,
because people are just gonna join up because they want more Animal Crossing.
Buy our shit. You save money. No, you don't. You save money.
Okay, let's look at one of the lists real quick. Alright, so what we got? Sonic the Hedgehog 2, great. Streets of Rage 2, awesome. Echo the Dolphin, fucking frustration in a game pack. Okay. Castlevania Bloodlines, alright. Golden Axe, good. Strider, Gunstar Heroes, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Beam Machine, Contra.
Some of them I've never heard, some of them I know of.
Yeah, that's still not very many games anyway. I mean, and they're selling the controllers. They're selling the controllers for $50 a piece. You can buy an actual full-size Sega Genesis controller. And they're doing the same thing with the N64.
Yeah, but they don't have many N64 games on there, though.
Let's see. They've got...
Not very many.
9.
Only 9?
Mario Kart 64, good game.
I play Zelda.
Star Fox 64, good game.
Mm-hmm.
Mario Tennis, good game. Super Mario 64.
So that's why they stopped selling the Mario pack. It's so that way they could sell Super Mario 64 for the expansion pass.
Mm-hmm. Yoshi Story, come on. That's not even a fucking... Dr. Mario and Yoshi Story are like side Mario games. That doesn't even fucking count.
There were so many games on Nintendo 64, and they chose those.
I mean, look.
Right? Where the fuck is GoldenEye? For fuck's sake.
Okay, I guarantee you, I stop saying that. Mario. That's not even your fucking name anyway.
Imagine if they had added Smash 64.
Okay, then people would have been fine with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you added enough good games, it'd be fine. But even on the Sega side, they didn't really add that many great games. I mean, it took them forever to put Donkey Kong on the Super Nintendo one. Or they were adding games on the Nintendo and Super Nintendo one, but they've never put out anything great.
But Tim?
Yes.
I have a little bit of news.
What?
The Animal Crossing 2.0 update is coming on November 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Which is Bonfire Night in the UK, aka Guy Fawkes Night.
And also that DLC is coming out on November 5th as well. And the amount of content that they're adding, it feels like they basically are adding as much content as they have from when they launched the game till now.
And yet I was giving it some shit.
Yep. So it feels like they're doubling up the amount of content.
Well,
and adding everything that people wanted. So.
Well, didn't they go so long without doing that anyway?
Yeah, and a lot of people were pretty unhappy about it.
Well, I'm just saying, and now they put the expansion behind the fucking paywall.
Well, that's only half of the update. Half of it is the DLC, which is basically its own game.
That's still fucking dumb, though.
Because you fly to another island to actually do that, but you can still bring some of the stuff from that island back, and you can still trade with your friends to get those things anyway, so you technically don't have to purchase the DLC to get the items, but...
Alright, can I ask a question?
Yes.
I want to ask it to everybody in this chat and everyone out there listening right now. I do not have a prejudice or a love for any console. I really don't care. How the fuck can Nintendo milk their audience like crazy? Sony charge $70 a game and charge like $20 to upgrade your game if you buy it on PS4 first.
No, yeah.
And then people literally bitch about Xbox Game Pass.
That's true.
What the fuck? No, I mean, like, I'm literally looking
Xbox Game Pass, isn't it only like... What is it? Like 10, 14 bucks a month?
Okay,
It depends.
the ultimate version, which gives you it on PC and console, is 15.
Alright.
For just PC, it's 10. And that includes EA Play built in with that as well. So you get all of the EA Play games and all the Xbox Game Pass games for $10 a month, or 15 if you want it on both.
Yeah,
Like
and while it is like 150 bucks a year, you do get over hundreds of games worth of
Yeah,
play.
so, like,
it's actually worth way more than...
Yeah, like, okay, I bought a 3-month pass for $25. Got a good deal on it, right? I got to play Back 4 Blood. Did anyone else buy it on Steam? Oh, no? Yeah, see, that's why. Because why would you buy it on Steam if you could get it through Game Pass?
Right.
But people always go like, you should just get sponsored by it. No, I just don't understand how people can be so, like, actually willingly give these companies money, like, being anti-consumer to you. Right? Like, if I see this, like, if I see a game like this, right, EA Football 2022, and it's, like, a complete fucking, it's a free-play game, but they're gonna basically monetize the shit out of it. That's bad, right? Like, Amazon. People bitch that Amazon has money. What is the number one new MMO out there right now? What is it? Can anybody answer?
Nope.
No, you don't know New World?
Ha.
That's made by Amazon?
Yep, and apparently it's been doing rather well.
Yeah, it sits at over 500,000 concurrent viewers, every day. Players, not viewers.
It also apparently convinced the CEO that games can be a bit profitable as business or something like that.
Yes.
Not sure what the article
As
said,
TV shows and movies. Yeah. But that's my point, right? It's like, they say, like, oh, man, Jeffrey Bezos is a piece of shit. And then, like, Amazon comes out with an MMO game that's kind of okay, and everybody's like, we have to play the next big thing, so they all give Amazon their money.
Well, Bezos is no longer the CEO.
I know, but like that, he was basically the figurehead because he didn't make all the decisions anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm saying is, like, PlayStation overcharges their customers, Nintendo overcharges their customers, and I stand up for one thing, and that's just like being, giving people the best opportunity to play games at a cheap price. Like, that's why I've always been for Humble Bundle, because for $12, no matter if you like every fucking game that's in there or not, there's going to be something. If you like something in there, you're getting your $12 worth. If you play Game Pass, there's 100 and something games in there. You may not like all of them, but there's going to be enough that you're going to get your money's worth.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's a segue where we talk about our sponsor. Check out Friday Plays. We're going to check that out together right now. I didn't tell these guys about this beforehand anyway, but at Friday Plays, it's a website where every Friday you get yourself a new game. You get to basically pick your Friday destination for what you want a game for the weekend. Subscribe for $14.99 a month, and you get one game for free out of the list that you are shown here. And then every Friday, you're given a list of 4 games to choose from. And whichever game you choose, you get to keep forever. So check out FridayPlays.com. Thank you very much. Okay, now we're back. What?
Expertly done.
Yeah.
Fucking expertly done.
See, look at that. People said I can't promote shit. But yeah, no, Friday Night Plays is pretty cool. I got a free subscription to it. I did not pick Dead by Daylight because I'm sorry, I'm still not gonna play that game.
I totally
No,
understand.
like no, Mario said he was gonna play it. It's nothing against you, but like, when did they take the money out? Is it per month or weekly? It's month. It's $15 a month. You get 4 games, 1 each Friday, and you get a choice of 4 every Friday. So
Yeah, if it was weekly, that would be a bit.
yeah, so it's $15 a month, and you get over $100 worth of games. So
Yeah, well, if your subscription is okay, that's fine.
if you always want something new to play on a weekend, it's great. You know, and they seem to have a good idea of how to give you a good value by not giving you like, some people don't like indie games, so they give you like AA and AAA titles to choose from. They may not be the newest of the new, but they're worth the money that you're paying it. Because Tim needs new games to play. No, I don't. Listen, guys. No.
Neither do I, because I have too many games.
Just look at okay, let's see. Sphere Flying Cities. Got this today. Nuclear Blaze, which is from the... which isn't even out yet. Yep, here it is. Okay, Book of Travels. We've talked about the game forever. Got it today. Got a code for that. Let's see. Insula Bounty Royale. Haven't played it yet. Got that today. Yeah. Let's go back a little further. And Itorah, This Is My Land. Evil Tonight. Rising Constellations. Circuit Superstars. These are all free games that I got that I haven't been able to talk about yet. Or play yet. So believe me, I don't need any more games. Will it be better than Humble Bundle? It depends. Depends what you're looking for. Like, I like indie games, so Humble Bundle's great for me. Because they usually curate pretty well that you don't get anything that's bad. This is giving you 4 games instead of 12, but it's giving you more AAA stuff and less indie stuff. So it depends what you like, Mark. But yeah, Sphere Flying City sounds fun. Yeah, I saw it and I applied for key for it and I got it like right before the stream. So I have no idea. I haven't checked it out yet. But let's talk about the games that we're looking forward to over the next 2 weeks, which is actually exactly 2 weeks until the next time we do this podcast. So I'm going to let them go first. I'm going to do a few. How many do you have, guys? We're going to do a little bit of division here.
4.
You got 4?
Actually, I think 3 now.
All right, how many you got, Silver?
7.
7? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do we'll start out doing 2 for every one of you guys, 1. And then I'll just run down the rest at the end. Oh yeah, and remember guys, just like last time, you have to guess what game is sitting on my wallpaper at the end. Silver wasn't here last time. All right, and I'm going to give you a clue. It is October themed. There you go. All right. All right, so who wants to go first? Let's have Silver go first.
Gravewood High.
Okay. All right.
It always seems to me that I always have a co-op game for time.
Silver likes games where people chase you. Confirmed?
No, it's just as much as I hate being followed, these kind of horror games add the real horror factor. No one likes being followed. No one likes being chased. Unless you're a fucking masochist, then well.
This is totally an Ava game right here.
Especially since it's a cooperative.
Yeah. I tell you what, if I do get code for this, I'm gonna need somebody to play it with. And they have a whole bunch of good stuff coming out on the 20th, so...
Oh yeah.
Make sure to bring up your Steam and follow any game that you're interested in. Because I don't make any money from doing it, but you'd probably forget if you don't pay attention to what we're saying. That's my thing, is I always forget to hit follow, and then I forget about a game for 6 months. But yeah, that looks very interesting. It fits definitely the spooky theme that you want this month.
Invited to Gravewood High.
Don't stay
And
in a
most of the
boring
games
classroom.
that I have
Instead, explore
in
historical
mind are
buildings
actually
riddled with
or
mysteries.
themed anyway,
Our
that
professional
are coming
staff
out
will
this
be there to
month
help
or
you. Mr. Hyde
pretty
won't
much,
leave
yeah,
you
this month.
alone, and will follow you everywhere.
Okay,
Welcome.
I will do 2 real quick, and then it'll be Murmitch.
At HeroCraft
So
PC,
I'm doing
we are hard at work to
Alright.
deliver an engaging stealth horror
Sacred
experience.
Fire, a
Let's take a
role-play
look
game.
at what we've been
which came out today.
Oh.
Okay, is a
The elders
psychological
say
role-playing
a mortal
game.
cannot choose his fate.
So this is a very interesting
know about
game in the sense
All
that there's
I
no
know is
combat.
There are
It's
choices
more about the
that
way that you
scar the
handle
flesh,
situations.
and
I'll have to watch the
choices
rest of
that
this
chip
later. See
away
you later.
at your soul.
There's a VOD, man, and it'll be up on YouTube. Have a good night, Mario.
I will face my demons.
But yeah, it's basically how you handle anything and then the physical
And
toll
I
it takes on
will
you and the
choose my
people around
friends.
you. Allows you to build up points and use points
And I
to build
will
yourself up in
rise.
character and get yourself higher in
For this
society.
story
And
is
you can
mine.
use that to end the story in different ways.
And I choose to do whatever it takes.
So it's basically D&D, but you're seeing it through action. Like, you know,
To be
like
truly
I rolled
free.
for initiative, like he missed or whatever. You actually get to see that through everything.
Quite an interesting concept.
Yes, that's why I picked it up. Well, picked it out because I was like, man, you don't see very many things like that, you know. And it looks really nice for what it is. Like the art looks really good, and it seems like an interesting concept. I'd love to see some more gameplay of it before I decide to play it myself, but it's definitely something to keep your eye on. Oh yeah, remember guys, we gotta keep score of actually who follows each other's games as well. Ray usually wins this, but I'll have to wait till November to take him on again. Okay, Into the Pit.
Okay, now I have 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I steal?
It's
Okay. This one is definitely has silver written all over it, but is it going to be available on Game Pass day 1 for no additional charge? And I'm stoked to try it out.
Nice. Oh yes, it reminds me of love, a combination of... Well, this reminds me of another game that I have. Exodemon. It reminds me of Exodemon.
I have to say, yet again this month, man, Humble Games Publishing has been killing it lately.
Yeah, definitely this.
Yeah. All right, now that gets rid of 2 of them. All right, so what's up, Murmitch? What you got?
All right. My first one is Steel Crew.
Okay.
Which I have had on my list for the longest time, and they finally put out a release date.
Oh my god, this looks like the Steel Battalion game they had with the Kinect that Joe reviewed years ago. Oh my
This is
god.
VR? Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. You're in a
Alright,
freaking tank.
Imagine, Murmitch, me and you trying to pilot a fucking tank.
Has anyone seen
Exactly.
that? Has anyone seen that review? I imagine you probably have, Dan. The Steel Battalion on the fucking Kinect.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, that was so bad. Too bad too. Imagine
But
though,
silver.
this is the Steel Banner. This is basically Steel Battalion coming
Look
back.
look what the description is. Join a tank as a driver, gunner, or commander and team up and
Or-
against other tanks in tank versus tank combat where tactics and communication is key.
Oh lord.
You literally get to be in a freaking tank shooting against other tanks in a big open field.
Well, Murmitch, that means we're fucked. Nah, just
No,
kidding. Our
that means we're gonna
communication
kill everyone.
Yeah, our communication skills are actually quite on point.
All right,
All we need is-
I want to see a stream of Murmitch and Silver playing this together in VR.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
There's something for you to stream on your channel, Murmitch. People would come
You
see
know
that
what-
shit.
You know,
Oh, there's
what would
plenty
be-
for me to stream. It's just I don't have the time to.
No, I'm talking about this particular game though.
Yeah.
And you know what's great about this is that
Oh.
we don't have to get up. We don't
And
have to
this
go.
title runs in both standard and VR modes. It does not require a VR headset.
Nice.
That's great.
That's a way
So
that you
if-
make more money on a game because not everyone has.
Yeah,
VR
if you
Yeah.
do not have VR, then hey, it's still available to you to play.
It's like, oh, I want to press this button. Whoops, I pressed the wrong one. Fucking tank.
Oh yeah. One being Factorio Ray. We still need to finish that.
That's cool though.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What else you got there, Silver? Mr.
Fatal Frame, Maiden of Black Water.
Ooh.
Excuse me for the pause. That wasn't intentional, I swear.
All right.
You know me, I'm a huge fan of supernatural. Well, technically, I'm a huge fan of Asian horror games. And Fatal Frame is a series that I've been a fan of. It's just I've never actually been able to play any of them despite having a PS2. Unfortunately, the translated Project Zero games, which they are known over here in the UK as well as the US, as far as I'm aware, they had to use English voices. I'm a fan of English voices being the primary language in an Asian horror game. I just believe in authenticity, you know, that's just me. It just adds more, well, authenticity to the game. It does actually give more to the atmosphere because the characters feel more, well, they feel more, what's the term?
Authentic.
Yeah, they feel more authentic, thank you.
I get you.
That's just how I am about Asian horror games in specific. Now, if it was like a Western horror game, then it could be whatever. That doesn't matter to me too much. But Asian horrors in specific, like, you know, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, whatever, they have to have that authenticity. Otherwise, it just takes some of the grandeur away. For me, at least personally. Just for me. I don't know about anyone else, but for me, it needs to have that authenticity. Otherwise, it just doesn't feel as good as it could, or as good as it should, I should say. But yeah, apparently this used to be on the Wii U. This was actually one of the last games released on the Wii U, but it's finally getting a PC release, which I'm rather shocked that they're actually releasing a Fatal Frame game for PC, and well, it's just surprising because they've usually only been on like console specific.
Yeah, PlayStation or Nintendo.
Yeah, like the original Fatal Frame games used to be on PS2 way back in like early 2000s. I think like from what, 2004, 2005, something like that. And there have been like 6 Fatal Frame games, and this is technically like Fatal Frame 4. But I wonder if we're gonna get the other 3. I don't know. We'll see.
To make you very surprised, I am actually very excited for this game.
Well, it's.
I did play a couple of the ones on PS2.
Oh, cool. I never got the chance to use that, but hopefully
A horror game that I've played and Silver hasn't.
Yeah, even though I had a PS2, it's just that. I mean, back then, I was a lot younger. I wasn't actually into horror that much, despite being a huge fan of Resident Evil. I know, big shocker, but well, Resident Evil and Silent Hill were the only 2 horror games I had ever played when I was really young.
Yes, just in time for Halloween. Okay, one I've already mentioned, it's in my Steam list, but Steam library already, but we're going to talk about it, is Nuclear Blaze. It's from the people that made Dead Cells.
Ah.
It's where you play, it's a 2-game firefighting game, where you literally try and put out fires. And you basically just try and keep everything in control, but it's a little more intense than most games because you're literally have like a nuclear blaze to the point where you're always fighting fire. And if you don't, handle anything properly, you will die in a horrible explosion or being covered in fire.
My word, how flashy.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool game. That's why I put in the request for it. I got code. You'll probably be seeing it on Friday morning for Coffee and Indie, I imagine. I'm doing Coffee and Indie on Wednesday and Friday this week. So you'll probably see it then.
Alright.
Because now that I'm starting to get caught up, you're going to see more games that are actually coming out sooner. Let's see. Another one that's on a couple people's wish list I saw was Inscription. Who had it? Oh yeah, Dan has this on his list too.
Oh.
Yeah, I just like most, or go out in a blaze of glory. Right, exactly. No,
It kind of reminds me of what's that game called that we played? It's a card game. What is it? I can't remember the name of it. It begins with a H, I think.
all I know is that this game looks like a whole bunch of insanity, and I love it. This is also a very good Halloween game. This reminds me a little bit of what's that? I'm trying to think of that series that you're talking about, right? The one where you have
the H.
Yeah, where you play is the knight who goes through with the cards and the dice and everything.
Yep.
Five Nights at Freddy's? No, but it does
Hand
have.
of Fate. Hand of Fate. There you go.
Yeah, Hand of Fate. That's it.
There you go.
But yeah, like if you know if it's from Devolver, it's gonna be like off. And Pony Island. If anybody's seen Pony Island, the people.
Oh, that thing is crazy.
Yeah, this is from the people that made Pony Island, so
Yeah,
it's off
that
the
game was
fucking
very
wall.
strange. Yeah, that was a very strange game. I did not understand a single fucking thing I seen of it.
I watched Jesse Cox play it, and eventually, like, he explained all of it at the end, and like how it just went off the fucking rails. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, man. Nothing like pure insanity to finish your day. Okay. All right.
Right.
2 more down. All right, Murmitch, you're up.
All right. Tandem, A Tale of Shadows.
All right. I know quite a bit about this game. Like I
In
said,
spooky manner, follow Emma and
yeah.
Fenton, a magic
Tell 'em why you
cat,
like it.
using light and shadows, looking for Thomas Kane,
well-
the missing son of famous magicians. In tandem,
sec.
you will switch between Emma and Fenton in 2 dimensions.
So-
Emma needs to create
Sorry, I just needed a
shadows
quick
to
recap.
light.
So yeah,
So
it's
Fenton
a
can
puzzle
use
game where you basically have to
ancient
swap
crystal
between you and your shadow cat,
many
basically.
ways, as each chapter offers fun new ways to solve
And
puzzles.
you have to play on this whole perspective of shadows, and it's just really, really cool looking.
Many challenges and
Yeah.
dangers await
Card game
to
and off the walls, right up Tim's alley. Exactly.
complicated by strange
This game's right up your alley, Ray. I'd like to see you play this one. You're good at puzzles.
requiring speed and dexterity. At the end of each chapter, they will use
Interesting.
everything they have learned to contend with a massive, horrifying
Remind me
creature.
of,
Emma and Fenton will have
Alice
to travel
Madness
to
Returns, just
bizarre
without the
areas
blood
of the mansion to
and
find
the
out
insanity.
more about Thomas's disappearance.
I don't know about without insanity.
Find Thomas Kane
True.
and solve
That
the mystery.
top-down view is pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Nice use of
But
the
I'll tell you
camera.
what, if I get a key for this game, which is very possible, I will give it to either Murmitch or Ray to play because
Still hasn't been solved.
I don't have the patience for this shit anymore. Plus, I got too much shit to play anyway, honestly.
Is
But no, it seems like a really cool idea and has a cool, cute little character, which I imagine is going to be fucking horrifying. But
As Emma walks
you know how it works. All right, Silver, you're up.
towards the mansion,
Alright.
a character
Undying.
which I will be playing Wednesday.
I already played the demo of Undying quite some time ago.
I'll be playing this Wednesday and giving away a copy, so if you get up before 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you'll have a chance to win a copy of it.
That's about 9 p.m. my time, so I should be awake, hopefully.
But
depending on when I can actually
it's
get
it's part zombie game, part parenting simulator.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I asked Murmitch beforehand, Ray, and he said he didn't know.
Watch your kid lest you be dead meat to boom.
But the cool part is you can teach your kid stuff, and your kid will become more inept and learn how to do things on his own.
Mm.
And that's the part I find redeeming about the game, is like, sure, you start out like just having to protect your kid, but the more you teach your kid, the more independent the child will be, and he'll be able to help you complete things instead of just being someone you have to take care of. So I'm very interested to see how this game progresses, I would say.
Yeah, it's a very unique mechanic.
Indeed. Okay. Oh, cool. I get to talk about the one that confused you guys. All right. Whitehaven's the first one. The first-person psychological horror game.
Oh.
Which I'm surprised Silver didn't get.
Yeah, I must have missed it. Apologies.
Explore the place. Collect clues and put the pieces together to find out what happened years ago as you delve deep into your mind. I figured this would be something you'd be all over, Silver.
Possibly. It came out yesterday.
Yeah, technically, yeah, yesterday for you, today for me. Yeah, it's a whopping $8.99. Hold your wallets, guys. Hold your wallets. But it looks cool. It's basically like the typical Haunted Mansion thing. But I wonder, it doesn't show like the baddie, so I'm kind of interested in what they go with in it. Obviously, there's got to be something coming after you. All right, here's the one that they did not understand. Spectacular Sparky.
Spectacular Sparky!
Spectacular Sparky.
Intergalactic bounty hunter extraordinaire! I may not know where I came
He's
from,
an intergalactic
but I know how to
bounty
blast
hunter.
an alien monster into gross chunks
Wow.
and get
This is
paid
very
for it.
reminiscent of
Look at that handsome devil go!
some bullet hells
I
I
got that guy good!
That's some retro stuff right there.
Clown! That guy was
Very
worth a
colorful.
fortune! So, buy my game, blast baddies, and collect bounties. Those sweet, sweet bounties.
I'm excited. I'm sorry for a guy who likes side-scrolling platforming games. It's just I love the insanity of it. It's really good.
Sweet, sweet bounties.
Yeah, I know. All right, Murmitch, you're up again.
All right. The last one is Dead Estate.
Dead Estate. Dum dum dum.
All right.
Have got a similar
Comes
visual.
out tomorrow.
Similar visuals to Enter the Gungeon. Except the rooms are all...
So yeah, top-down roguelike in a spooky monster-filled mansion.
Yeah, why the hell not? I'd probably play it.
Yeah, I totally would follow this, but that means Murmitch would win. I can't.
What?
I already did.
Fine, Murmitch gets one.
Yay!
I better find one in my giant list that he's gonna follow, then or I lose. But no, it looks really cool. I give it credit. I like anything like this, so I'm really hard to please.
I was
Yeah.
pretty happy when I found it. I was like, oh, this looks so cool.
If only this game that I
And it's got a demo already.
sometime
I know,
ago
right?
didn't come out last week.
All right, Silver. What you got?
Hell Breath.
Is that one word? Two.
Yep, one word. Hell Breath.
Free to play game.
Yeah, it looked very well, I hate to say it, but it looked very Diablo-esque.
This came out in April 14th of 2018.
Planned release date, October 29th.
That's so weird.
It's probably because it actually like fully releases at that date. What the
Ah.
hell? Weird. That
Hey, that's very odd.
is weird.
Did it get delayed all that time?
I have no clue. I really don't.
There's
I've
no update. There's no updates on this game.
I've never heard of it. Huh.
That's so weird.
Well, I'll keep an eye on it.
Oh, it's fair. No, it's fine. I'm like, that is so weird. It says it came out like 3.5 years ago, and it's like coming out October 29th.
Make up your fucking mind. Well, in
Alright.
replacement of that, Vampire the Masquerade Parliament of Knives. It's one of those like pre-run adventure text-style games. Like if you've ever heard of Glav playing Zombie Exodus,
Yeah.
it's like one of those games, basically. I like
Right.
these kind of games in quotations.
Well, there's a lot of these when it comes to the Vampire the Masquerade lore.
Oh yeah, I have quite a few of them myself. Yeah.
Well, they had a few of them in. Remember they gave away one in Humble Bundle.
Yeah. If I can remember which one that was.
It was right around the time they came out with that. Who hasn't heard of Vampire the Masquerade? True.
Yeah,
No.
Coteries of New York. Yeah, that's the one you gave me a key for. Way back when.
Sir Deuce. Sir Deuce of Bigelow. Male Gigolo.
Well, I've put a lot of hours into VTMB, which is Bloodlines, for over 300 hours because I played the game a lot.
That's OJ's character? Nice. I wonder what's gonna come out of like all this extra development, like switching studios and everything for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Oh god.
No, like they almost canceled the game, and then somebody like a studio came along, gave them a good enough idea where they decided to dump more money into it. So it can't be too bad if they were willing to dump more money into it.
It's just it's been long enough now to where people are like, it's probably gonna fucking suck.
No, it's gonna be a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 Battle Royale.
There already is a Vampire the Masquerade Battle Royale.
I know it's called, what is it? Blood. What is it? I played the beta for it.
I don't know, and I don't.
Blood
I don't
Hunt.
think-
Blood Hunt.
Ah,
I was gonna say I played that before.
I honestly don't care. I despise battle royales.
All right. Taxi Chaos.
Rated everyone 10 and up.
Hey, taxi! I'm late.
Anybody like Crazy Taxi?
Let's get this bread.
This is like a spiritual successor or the mattress.
Thanks for the lift.
Glad to make it in one piece.
I love
Over
Crazy
here,
Taxi.
big pump, por favor.
Now that's a cut.
Is there no speed limit in the city?
Watch out! Here we go!
A taxi service game where you literally get to destroy shit.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
I dig it.
Okay. Elion?
Yeah, Elion.
Okay, we are actually going to talk about a MMORPG. I know, right? Very surprising. I rarely talk about that. Yeah. Sounds like a GTA mod, but done better. Yeah, exactly.
Question is, do we dare give it a try? It's an MMO, and I'm like, multiplayer. Oh, it's made by the developers of that. It's published by the publisher of Black Desert.
Yep.
So at least quality will be there, and developed by Blue Hole Studio. Blue Hole Studio. That name rings a bell.
I'm saying this actually looks kind of good.
Yeah, so long as it has quality behind it, it shouldn't suck. We shall see. I'll let the people, the masses, get a whiff at it before I even dare touch it.
I love chaos, Silver. I can't not be involved in chaos.
Chaos.
And we shall see.
Dang, it looks pretty good.
Elion. Hey, at least it's an option over New World.
Yeah, that's kind of why.
And now, the promised land Elion is within.
Nice music, yeah, I know, right? Like, for me, I just want something different to try, right? I don't want to play because everyone's playing.
One of you is a knight of Vulcan.
But I just want to try something a little different. If it sucks, then I didn't pay any money for it.
Hey, I'll go tomorrow.
That's the best part, right?
Oh, I see who the developer is now. They're the ones. PUBG! Oh no. Maybe I'll still give it a try, but the second I see some shit I don't like, is the second I stop.
Well, it's not a battle royale game, so at least you got that.
That's the only plus that I can think of right now. But we'll see what they have to offer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, for free, what's the worst that can happen? You go in, you try it, you don't like it, you don't go back.
Yep.
Yeah, there's
I'll give it the first 20 hours.
Alright. So you got any more, Silver?
Yes, which is my review game. Because it got delayed a month. And it's a lesson. That is the game I intend to review. Hopefully it actually comes out on the 23rd this time.
What
on
is
Steam.
E-L-I-S-A?
Yeah, A-L-I-S-A. Basically A-Lisa, but it's Alyssa.
Oh, it's A-L-I-S-A.
Yeah, A-Lisa. But it's pretty much pronounced Alyssa.
There you go. Hey, it actually has a release date this time.
Yep, I do hope the 23rd is the final date. I already have my key. I'm just waiting.
Cat Mage, yes.
That's all I'm doing. Just waiting.
But I am gonna try that game out. I am gonna try it.
Also, I'd suggest if you like OG Resident Evil, I'd say give the demo a try.
I will say the same thing about Evil tonight, but wait till you see my stream. It's 2D Resident Evil.
Especially the puppet. The fucking puppet.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that at least it's got a release date now.
And what's funny about the game is that the voice acting is intentionally bad.
Oh, well, that's refreshing.
Although I don't know if the voice acting is going to be touched up when it releases. I'll let you know. If it sounds the same as the demo, then I'm like, yeah, okay. And that's intentional.
Okay, so Murmitch, you don't have any more, right?
He said he'd be back.
Oh, he already said he was back.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'll just go then.
I am back, but I was muted.
Okay.
Oops.
You don't have any more, right?
No.
More or less, Ray. More or less.
EDF intentional bad. Okay.
Well, the voice acting is in English.
Okay, here's a game that I'm actually pretty excited about. They Always Run.
Yeah. I saw that myself. I was like, yeah, this definitely looks like something you'd play, Tim.
Yeah, it's space western setting. Come on, man.
They always run.
How many space westerns are there?
Not many. Didn't Cowboy Bebop, the anime, try to be one?
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of it. As you know, if you know me well enough, I'm not a huge fan of Western themed stuff. If you know what I mean by Western themed stuff.
But I'm saying this is totally in my fucking,
Yeah.
28,000, 30,000 raised. How close are we to the 24-hour thing? Must be getting pretty close. But yeah, I'm very excited for this game. Like I said, this will definitely be something you'll probably see on Coffee and Indie.
We're 26,000 away.
Nice.
I'll make that 24,000.
My first 24-hour stream will be on my 39th birthday.
Ah, damn.
Way to spend my birthday, man. Last one before 40.
Right, buddy?
It's all downhill from there. Let's see. Next one is Corpse Party.
Ah, yes. A rather dark franchise, Corpse Party is. I've seen playthroughs of like the original Corpse Party. It's all in like classic 2D RPG style. But yeah, these games, they're pretty fucked up. Basically, if you don't like school students being murdered or anything, this game is not for you at all.
And it has new content added to this game as well.
If you don't like blood, period, then this game's not for you.
I'm happy that this just isn't a straight up port over. Like it's actually adding new content and giving you more of a
The kind of game.
Check it out.
Yeah, as I said, there's some fucked up shit in the game.
I can't wait to stream it. I'm gonna stream it and make Ava watch. This is what you wanted, Ava. This is what you wanted.
I wonder how many times you'll die.
Similar to games you've played, Chrono Trigger. No.
Most likely because of the style of the game.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one. I've already been approved for key for that. I just gotta wait for it to actually come.
What, for Corpse Party?
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of shocked you'd be into this kind of game.
Dude, listen. I know that I don't give off the fact that I like a lot of horror games. I just like really gritty ones. I don't like the fluffy horror games. You know what I mean? Like,
what the fuck is a fluffy horror game?
Okay, I don't like ones that go out of their way to be scary but more jump scare style games.
Huh.
Like,
I don't think you would like Tattletale, which is a really obscure indie horror game that I've seen a couple of
Okay, I should say that I like more psychological horror games than I do jump scare horror games.
You may like oh bloody hell, I was playing.
Like after all that time, I ended up enjoying White Day.
Even though you didn't finish it.
You know how many games I have not finished, Silver?
I know.
If you want me to, if you want me to someday on Halloween, I will finish the game. Since Jess is dressing up for Halloween anyway, and I'm gonna be going through my punishment on Halloween, I guess we'll play that.
At least you have a game save.
Yes, I do. Yes, I
So
do.
you could literally continue from where you left off, even though you'd probably be like, now what the fuck am I supposed to be
No, you know what I would do is I would go see where my save is, watch it play through up to that point, get myself reacquainted, and then go from
You
there.
could just ask me.
Well, that's true.
I literally almost committed to memory of how the game works. It's why I can literally go through the first half of it without looking anything up except for one thing. And that's the Chinese math puzzle, because I'm like, I don't fucking speak Chinese. I have never seen Chinese numbers. So I have a screenshot with the numbers in English translated, so if I just look at the symbols, I know in which order they are. Simple.
So this is Sands of Aura. This is a open world adventure game in a fantasy setting, which is basically like a world underneath the sea in sand. And basically you sail across the underground region of the planet. Like you're sailing around underneath the water. And yeah, it's got Souls-like combat, but it doesn't look bad enough where I'm like, fuck it. And the character customization seems pretty in-depth as well. So if I can make myself look creepy as fuck or scary as fuck, it's awesome.
Interesting.
Like I said, I try and find all different style of games, not just one.
And that's one hell of a big spell effect with that lightning bolt and the fire beam, laser beam before. Good grief. You know, I did the disintegrate spell from Diablo 3.
I like the ship they have for sailing across the sand.
Maybe I'll keep this one in mind.
Yay! Look at that. Alright. I know this one's not gonna impress Silver, but I liked it. Okinawa Rush.
Okinawa Rush.
This is a old school beat 'em up game.
Old school beat 'em ups.
And it's couch co-op.
I'd like to see you and TJ or you and Zach give this game a go.
Oh, TJ will do it, I think. No doubt.
Not Zach?
Zach's into playing Minecraft Java right now. Which, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Minecraft Java is coming to Game Pass on November 4th.
Yes, it is. Mojang has finally
A dark
decided
force
to
is stirring
come.
in a hidden underground location on
The
this remote
prices,
island,
well, the price
northwest
thing
of Tamari, Okinawa.
for buying Minecraft
The
between the
Black
two
Mantis clan,
versions. So
an ever-growing,
basically, you
ruthless
buy
gang of
one, you
ninja
get both.
assassins Who prize wealth and power above all.
Yeah,
Their
so the
attention
Bedrock
has
and the
been
Java
focused on
edition of the
Hiro
game
Mishima.
is both available on Game Pass as of November.
It seemed like more than
Yep.
just a dream. A karate
Would have been nice
master
to
residing in Okinawa
have that a
whose
while
secret
ago,
training
but
has given
oh
him
well.
supernatural
Hard no
powers.
death, holy
It is the
shit.
Shinku Kiai
Well,
training manual
I
that the ninja desired.
almost 100% into Ghosts, but I'm just missing one file, and that's because I purposefully didn't allow the Kitsune Ghost or whatever that ghost is called in the entranceway between the second building and the new building. I didn't encounter that one because I don't like audio jump scares.
Alright, next one.
Under an hour? Ugh. As I said, I know most of the game off by heart, but
Next one is Rise of Humanity, which is basically a mixture of XCOM and MechAssault.
because you can't save on hard, I don't think. Jesus, under 45 minutes. I'm surprised how people manage to complete the game in less than an hour because there's like 2 or 3 points of the game where you need to like walk with someone. Because if you walk ahead of them, they stop. They fucking stop. So it kind of like, you know, removes the oh, just get to this place real quick. Or can you just get to the place real quick? I've never actually tried to get ahead of them. They get upset if you get ahead of them.
Alright, this is the one I said that murmitch would probably like, which is no straight roads.
Wow. Under 30 minutes. Yeesh.
It's a rhythm game.
Yeah, I don't really like to do the game in an hour. I mean, have you seen how many hours I've put into the game? And that's through, what, 12 playthroughs? Only one with G-Min. Because I managed to unlock it as a character. That's not one run. I see. My usual runs are like 2 to 3 hours.
It's interesting looking, I'll give you that.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of songs in it. Next one is Foxhole Farm Island.
Yeah, 70 odd hours.
Take care of your farm, develop missing, expand transportation. Basically like, but you got little voxel people, murmitch. Look. It's your perfect game. You can fish.
You could die, I mean cook.
Yes, you can die, I mean cook. Yeah, this is definitely a murmitch game. Let's see. The Unliving. I'm almost done. The Unliving is where you play as a necromancer. I wonder why I like this game. So you become a necromancer and just raise a whole bunch of dead people to follow you and then take on everybody. Crush everyone in your path, basically.
Crush everyone in the path.
So yeah, it's procedural generation, so nothing's the same ever. Basically, you get to play Diablo without playing Diablo. The Unliving, be a necromancer. But it looks really out there, and I like that.
Time to die.
It's Team 17, baby.
Yeah, do they even develop games anymore? Or are they just always publishing?
They do both, but they do a lot more publishing.
I evoked a ritual of ascension.
I've noticed they haven't made a Worms game for quite some time.
The Church of Zola lay in wait.
Here's one that's a little different. Super Robot Wars 30. Like this. Okay. We are almost at the end. Age of Empires 4. We're getting the $60 games, except if you have Game Pass.
History is all around us.
I loved Age of Empires when I was younger. I'm hoping this is a good return to the series.
Echo across time, turning land into kingdoms.
I mean, Relic Entertainment's a good company, so it made a good dev team, so I have no reason to believe that it won't be. But who knows?
What would you build?
Well, it's on Game Pass, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'll probably give it a fair shot.
I was gonna say, anything under the Xbox Game Studios thing is definitely on Game Pass.
True.
Where would you go?
But yeah, like I said, I haven't played an Age of Empires game in years. I mean, years and
Will you
years
be
and years.
remembered for?
Next one. This is probably gonna interest nobody but me. NASCAR 21. But I have a lot of friends who play this stuff, so if I bought it on PC, I'd have people to play it with. That's the difference for me. Like, I know that a lot of you guys are iffy on racing games in general, but for me, if I bought this, I would have people to race it with. And having NASCAR thing where you do 500 lap races with your friends is pretty fucking cool. I don't care. So, the good part about these games, though, is it comes out now at $60. You wait 2 months, it will be like 30. So, I'm not saying buy it now. I'm just saying it's coming out now. Okay, here's one of the games I'm actually most excited about this one. Voice of Cards. The Isle's Dragon Roars.
You are about to take the first steps of your adventure. Through a realm of sword and sorcery you will travel. Thirsty monsters as you strive to realize your ambitions. I have every faith you will accomplish great things here.
But it's basically a whole entire RPG built in swords and sorcery, but it's completely built on cards. So it's a literal card RPG. And it's Square Enix, so you know, RPG. So they like them, and they like to put out different ones. And you know what? This is pretty different. I have to say, I'm kind of excited for it. I actually saw this during the Nintendo Direct, and I had no idea it was coming to PC until I did my own research on that one. Alright, last two. After Shadows. After Shadows is a Metroidvania with platforming elements. Hand-drawn.
Cute.
Yes, it actually is. It's cute. It's cute, but I imagine it's not going to be very cute when you die. Yeah. That's not very cute.
Yeah, definitely not.
But I'm always, I'm a sucker for hand-drawn games, so apologies. But when it's a hand-drawn Metroidvania game, it gets bonus points. All right.
I can't wait back.
And the grand finale, which is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Of course.
Alright.
Guardians of the Galaxy thing?
So I will be playing this.
We are
I
this
already
close to
own
getting
it.
it off the ground.
Wait to see. And I will be giving away a free copy at launch. So please come check it out for yourself. I'm hoping this is Eidos Montreal's, like, you know,
wonderful
return the form after Marvel Avengers. It appears that way, though. It appears they're doing a much better job with the game. It feels a hell of a lot more Mass Effect and a whole lot less Anthem. You know? Let's be real, Marvel Avengers pretty much is like Anthem, but with Marvel characters.
I'd back this team against anything.
Yep.
We're probably gonna die.
Go team!
Unfortunately, it's true.
And honorable mention is Riders Republic, which you will see on the channel anyway. I'm not going to bother torturing people any longer because we're at 2 hours and 40 minutes of this, which is supposed to be the shorter one. Epic fail on that regard. Dude, what? dude, bro, dude.
Bruh.
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 But, yeah.
Bruh.
Thank you guys so much, bro. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm going to reschedule Unrailed until if you guys are available. I know you're available Wednesday, right, Murmitch?
Yes.
All right, we will do it Wednesday.
I feel like I blabbed too much.
No, that's all right. It's the podcast. It's meant to run long. Don't matter.
Yep.
But like I said, November 1st, we are playing GTFO after the podcast. And I can't wait for us to suffer through this fucking shit.
It had better have had some fucking improvements, I swear to God.
I believe it.
Oh, I will, GTFO.
It's been like a year and a half, Silver. I sure hope so. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe the guns actually sound like they're firing, and maybe they sound like they're making contact with an enemy, because that's one thing it didn't do before.
Let's have a look. The reviews are very positive, so that's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's a good sign. It's not. I mean, it's still.
Hopefully, we can just hammer our way through everything.
So
yeah.
So thank you to Friday Plays for sponsoring this podcast. Thank you for actually giving us a chance here. Thank you to everybody who hung out tonight. Thank you to all the developers and the publishers for the keys that I reviewed this month. I have to actually kind of make sure to thank these people because,
of course,
because honestly, without them, I wouldn't be playing as much as I have because they're providing so many keys for me to check out their games, especially indie devs. You've been fantastic, and I know a lot of them actually do watch the VODs and the YouTube channel. So thank you so much for taking the time and giving me a chance to actually try and promote your games, and hopefully I can get at least a couple people to get some eyes on your project. Yeah, thank you everybody. Like I said, I'm sorry we didn't get to Unrailed tonight. We will get to Unrailed on Wednesday. I will schedule that depending on when everybody's available. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great rest of their evening. I have to work tomorrow. Next stream from me will be Wednesday afternoon for Coffee and Indie. Well, morning/afternoon. And thank you so much, Glab. Thank you to everybody who hung out, everybody who deals with these long-form podcasts that I put on. But, yeah. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys Wednesday morning for Coffee and Indie.
It was a pleasure as always. Schlong out.